What's up, y'all? It's Sim Simmer. Sim Simmer is a phrase used as a declaration or recognition of greatness by oneself or another person, most often used in a congratulatory nature. So basically, I'm just appreciating myself. Now let me get to the call so I could get into it. Hope everybody enjoying themselves, because I had a good day and I'm enjoying myself. We gotta understand that most men and women have no business in a real serious relationship because they're not thinking long term. They're not putting in the efforts that qualify them to actually last in a relationship long term. Most people these days just want instant satisfaction. That's not a problem, but instant satisfaction could mean cheating. It could mean, even though my partner want me to do something, I want to do something else. I'm going to choose to do that because that's making me feel good, or that's going to make me feel good. And it's going to be times where your partner agrees to that. It's going to be times where your partner don't agree to that. But what's going to happen is you have to keep the bond tight more than you're not trying to keep it tight. And I think that's what's people's issue. They try to do 50-50. Yeah, they'll have a plan. They'll have a plan like it's a mind trick. Like, yeah, to keep her around, I'ma just do this, that, and the third, or keep him around, I'ma just offer him sex when he acting funny and all that. One of the biggest mistakes that people making now is these traditional talking points where you say men want the key to a man's heart is food. Okay, no, that's not a key to. All right, that's a key to a man's heart, but at the same time, what's the leading cause of death globally? We shouldn't be promoting it at all. Like, I wouldn't promote that at all. I don't think that's the key to a man's heart at all anyway. And even if it is the key to a man's heart, so what? It's about the mind. It's not about the heart. It's not about feelings. It's about the mind. Install in your partner that no matter what they choose to do, the mindset should be, am I better with this partner or I'm better without this partner? You cannot control anything else. I'm okay with losing 1,000 times if the person that I was dealing with response to me is they're sorry and I'm a good person. If their response to me is I'm a good person, we gotta remember, not everybody is willing to be consistent. People are going to bow out. If you're a good person and you're on your A game, especially when it comes to bonding, either people gonna pull you down or they're gonna respect you enough to say, you know what, I just can't keep up with this. I might, you know what I mean? I'm not a bad person, but I'm just not consistent enough. I want to have off days, and it's not about cheating. It's just that I've been told in my past that I'm unreal, like I'm too consistent. And I'm like, okay, but you're telling me this, but you're also telling me the reverse when you're telling me this. If you're telling me I'm too consistent like it's a problem, you're also telling me that you're not consistent. And it's a problem for me. You understand? You don't want to be consistent. You don't want to be in a situation for long term, mainly because a lot of people are surrounded by, like, their environment is based on inconsistencies. If you're dealing with somebody whose environment is based on inconsistencies, then that's what you're going to get. So sometimes we gotta just accept, we don't gotta accept defeat, but we gotta accept that some things is going to be harder to do than others. If you want a good partner, it's a billion good partners out here, but they're not good 24/7. If you want a consistent partner, it's a lot of consistent people out. Well, I'm not going to say consistent. You know what I mean? They have their off days, and the problem is, on their off days, what are they doing? Like, how bad of an inconsistency are they actually doing? You're going to have to pay attention to that.
Man, only inches.
Majority of the people with most of the relationships are active people. They can't keep relationships because they just doing too much. You know what I mean? They want to be a good partner. They want to be a good brother. They want to be a good sister. They want to be a good auntie. They want to be a good uncle. They want to be a good son. They want to be a good daughter. They want to be a good friend. They want to be a good worker.
Let me ask you a question.
They just doing too much. One of the best things I learned early is you ain't gonna be able to please everybody. And here's the funny thing. The idea of you're gonna do what's most important to you, that's a lie. You're not gonna do, most people do not do what's most important to them. What happens is they think about what's at stake, what they gotta win and what they gotta lose. For example, you have people who suffer in silence because they gave up living in a relationship to see their daughter daily or see their kids daily. That's not really something they wanted to do. They wanted to stay there, but they realized that it could be a possibility that if they stayed there, it could have got bad for them. Could have been reckless. And they would have seen that. Would have had a different opinion on their parent in general. And sometimes you gotta weigh the good and the bad. What's worth it? We all hear about stories where people lose their life just staying in a situation too long. Well, remember, it's also kids involved in that also, who didn't lose their life. Some did, but didn't lose their life, and they got to grow up knowing that situation. And kids do not deserve that. So sometimes you got to take that step back. I call it losing a battle to win the war, or losing a battle to have an opportunity to win the war. You don't know until you know. At the end of the day, we all just gotta understand better to be better. But hey, who am I?